It was a different world then. There was no OH&S, and we had the ability to have the run of the farm. You know, at very young ages, we were out on motorbikes, we were out fishing. We really didn't spend any time at home. We'd leave in the morning and get back at night.
I have spent my whole life at Tahbilk, so we moved out to Tahbilk Winery when I was about 11 or 12 years old.
Special memory for me would be running around exploring, and ironically a lot of the times that I was exploring as a child, I've since worked in a lot of those parts of the winery. Initially it was that whole curiosity and learning about new things, and funnily enough I get to find out the insights of different things throughout. That
ability to have freedom, and this property provided a huge amount of opportunity to have freedom and to make mistakes and to take risks and to learn from that. And then there's places on the property that are special. You know, there's places that I go to or used to go to when difficult things happen or difficult decisions I had to make, and that was where I would sit down and look across the backwater and try and work out what I was going to do.
So I think for me, what the memories that I have of the winery and what's special to me is the people. I would say that all my memories come back to just funny moments with the staff.
Most generations have grown up here, and the property just gets into your soul. You know, the beauty of what's on offer with all the waterways and the wildlife, all the historic buildings that we have here, it can't help but bond you for life, if you like.
I think my favourite Centennial wine was the Shiraz, or the Cabernet Sauvignon, but I think from memory it was the Shiraz. It just had a nice pepperiness to it that I really enjoyed, and quite like savoury red, so it would be the Shiraz.
I really enjoyed all the wine, but particularly the 2015 Marsanne was a lovely example of what we've tried to achieve with Marsanne on the estate.
The 100-year centenary is the Riesling, which was grown on a small block just beside us over here.
I had to go for the Riesling. So the 2017 Riesling, it was a pick apart the rest. They were all lovely wines, and they actually ironically catered very well for the style of wines that I like, but the 2017 Riesling, I would say, had my heart, and it's something that will develop very, very well over the next 10 to 15 years as well.
My favourite Centennial wine is definitely the Marsanne. At 10 years old, that is my favourite age for Marsanne, and so I've really enjoyed trying that a couple of times over the last couple of days.
I would proudly put out there to people who haven't visited Tahbilk is, in the words of James Halliday, it is a winery that you have to visit at least once in your lifetime.